Yeah. 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 Hey. Say Robbie, baby. Yeah. Yeah, I came from the dirt. Built my window. See little haters acting bitter and vile. Granny Fanny running mouth all day non-stop, but I'm about to send a whole panel into shock. Amy in the shadows trolling down south. Fake accounts dripping venom from the mouth. Click, click, boom, and the screenshots drop. Say Robbie's alive and the views don't stop. They gossip in circles while I speak facts. Meanwhile, their stories keep cracking with cracks. Type fast, lie fast. Swear they so tough till receipts hit the screen and they suddenly hush. I don't do fake, I don't kiss no rings. I drag nonsense while that cash app sings. Been rock bottom low, now I'm back on top, and I ain't slowing down till the drama all drops. Oh, clutch your pearls, grab your wig. Robbie came through and the mess got big. Live stream lights in the comments fly. Another fake exposed while the viewers cry. Receipts in my hand, yeah, the truth don't sting. I don't need permission, I don't need a king. Granny Fanny better zip that lip before another screenshot makes the whole ship tip. Amy and the trolls keep hiding in the dark, but I'm lighting up the chat with a petty little spark. Take it or leave it, believe it or not. Say Robbie's in the building, now the whole room hot.
Holler back at me, woo, woo. Holler back at me, woo, woo. Good afternoon, everybody. Hello, Rocket Skitty. Hey, Siren. Hey, 71. Hey, Trisha. Trisha, I'm not going to play that, but I am going to go over the transcript because I feel like it's important. No, Baron? No. He's sitting up here on my monitor, like, protecting me. Oh, now he's swinging on me. Bear? Bear, baby. Do you want to come say hi to everyone? Oh, now he's sitting up. Hold on. You want to come say hi? Okay, baby. Okay. Okay, that's enough of that. Look at that beautiful face. You're so gorgeous. Bear. No, kiss. Kisses. We give kisses because we love each other so much. We do. We love each other so much. And we have matching mohawks. Love you, buddy. How we doing? How we doing? Baron, don't bite Daddy's shoulder. Come on now. Get it together now. Can I have a kiss? Thank you. Sorry about that. Hey, Jess Ruby. Oh, bro, we got some flip-floppity flopping flopping. It's more hypocrites. You know, bear is a good name for him. He acts like a little bear. Eh. I disturbed his peace. We were cuddling all day because I actually don't start my training until tomorrow. So, Pink, love you, Pink. Got energy needs good playtime. Who in a hutta and what? David, are you talking about that song? Hey, Samantha, love you. I want to be a part of your world. Okay. Yes, Baron, Patty, are you talking about the picture? He is a massive cuddler, but when he plays, like when we're awake, he loves to play and attack, but he will lay on his back on top of me, like in that picture, and just lay there for hours. And we just cuddle. He's the sweetest. He really is sweet. You guys just see his playful side all the time because he's still a kitty. He's only 1 year old. He's a baby. So, and he's a boy. He fucking loves to stir trouble and play. So that's what we love about him, you know? Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm. Yeah, he's a boy. Yeah? Where's your fish? Here. He loves his fish. Can you catch your fish? Catch. Oh, almost. Let's try again. Ready? Catch. You got it. You got it. He loves his fish. He will attack the fish. That's from Dollar Tree. He has 2 of them. He loves them. And then he'll cuddle with it. And he also fetches with them. Isn't it adorable? He loves his fish. Aww. Bear. Are you gonna tear the fish's head off? You want Daddy to throw it? Oh, that was a trap. All right, ready? You want to go get it? 1, 2, 3. You gonna get it? You want me to get it? Hold on. Okay, ready to catch it? Ready to catch? Oh! Did you get it? Oh, almost. Ready? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, you missed again. You missed again. Let's try one more time. Okay? No, don't hit me. 1, 2, 3. Up. Baron, you gotta catch it. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Good boy. Okay, sorry. He is so funny. Anyways. You're growing cat grass? I should for him, too. Oh! He got it! Your mom tears her stuffed animals apart. Too, in fact, I just had to sew a pup's tail back on. Look at him lifting his leg like a little whore, like his father. Baron, put that leg down. Ah! He caught it with one paw! It was gonna fall and he caught it with one claw like Catwoman. Oh, hell yeah, bro. You're a badass gangster-ass motherfucker. He just shanked that shit up with one claw and then did it again. He was like, yeah, bitch. Get up here, I'm gonna make you my bitch. Oh. He caught it with one claw. Come on, you can do it. Baron. 1, 2, 3. He did it! One claw! Right on, bro. Right on, bro. He's good. He really is good. I mean, yeah, isn't he a good catcher? He really is. I mean, he's a badass motherfucker. You're way cooler than your daddy could ever imagine of being. Ever, Baron. Hey, Anitra. Oh, you're growing your own catnip? I need to get him more. He has treats that has catnip in it, but it doesn't chill him out. It hypes him up. So I don't know. He's a Pisces, so we got to be careful. That's a lot like a Gemini. They switch real quick. So I know I should get him into kitty baseball. Baron, do you want to get into baseball? You want to play baseball? You're very athletic. Do you see the orange coming in his fur? The tan? I think his mom or his dad was an orange tabby. See? The older he gets, it's growing in. Baron, I just want to point it out. Oh! Baron, I just want to point out... Baron? Hey, Katie. Baron, I'm not a chew toy. Stop. Baron, stop. Stop it. You know you're a real asshole sometimes. He's so soft when he grabs me, but his teeth and claws are so sharp. You good, bro? See how he does that? He like pulls. He pulls. Baron, you're a badass little beast. My little tiger. Damn, you're a handsome son of a gun. Shit. Oh, a calming collar for a cat. See, he's the perfect amount of energy because, I mean, him and I follow each other around. If I'm not following him around, he follows me. And we like each other's energy, and then we cuddle. Oh, and then there's that. That's inappropriate. Baron isn't real, he is AI. That is correct. Along with all my AI scratches. Okay? You done over there, bro? Oh, no, we're not done yet. We good? Are we good, Bear? Okay. Hey, AJ. All right, anyways, let's go over to Siren. Siren, are you available? I'm going to go over your community post, and then... Now, the court hearing of Noodle Mash and Mrs. Portland is up on YouTube. It's been FOIA'd. I'm just going to go over a part of it that was very disturbing. I might play it or I might just go over the transcript, but I want to go over Siren's community post first. Because it is very, very telling, and this is exactly what I was going to speak about. So let me go to Siren Jag's channel. Give me just a moment, okay? The recent court hearing, yes. Yes. All right. Share screen. Because there was a, what is it, victim statement or whatever that was absolutely hypocritical and fucking ridiculous. All right, so Siren obviously heard the recent court hearing as well, because he's saying, yes, I heard Miss Portland's plea hearing. Well, noodle. Siren, where are you at to give a dramatic reading of this? Where you at, bro? Where you at, my nig? Huh? Where you at? You want to hear it for science? Yeah, well, that's some weird science, that's for sure. He says, well, noodle. Apparently it was difficult for you to understand that Ms. Portland was only entering a plea for one encounter on TikTok in 2025 during her hearing last week. Sorry, I got butterscotch in my mouth. Otherwise, you wouldn't have felt the need to send in, what was that, a victim impact statement? It wasn't a murder trial. Calm down. Surely, you wouldn't have been trying to sneak in some sort of testimony without being sworn in the hope that the judge would impose a harsher sentence, right? Right? I can tell that it really upsets you that things didn't quite go your way. Now, I'm going to pause there because Noodle does keep using the word win. Miss Portland didn't win. We won. Shut the fuck up. This is not a competition. This is supposed to be serious real-life shit. Because things didn't go quite your way during the plea hearing. That the judge ignored your nonsense and stuck to the one issue that Mrs. Portland had an attorney to speak for her. And that the attorney finally brought up the fact that your exchanges are a back and forth with other people becoming involved. I know it irks you that the judge treated Miss Portland with a shred of compassion. Now, Siren, I didn't hear that part. What was that in the end? Maybe I didn't hear the end of the hearing. Anyways, let me ask you this, dear. If all your Miss Portland content was so correct and wonderful, then why did you try to hide it? Oh, and while I'm at it, let's ask this. I thought you said you were done talking about Miss Portland. You couldn't even last a couple of days. Oh, and my posts aren't going to magically bring Mrs. Portland back to YouTube because we don't talk. I just believe it's obvious from your behavior that you aren't afraid at all. You're just full of crap. These are just my thoughts for the moment. Maybe I will add even more later, he says. Yeah, I think it was Mrs. Portland's representation was what do they call that? Uh, I can't think of the name. But it was like a court, you know, the attorney that the court provides for you. Oh, okay. Thank you, Wendy. Where's Siren? Oh, you're at your parents' house. Okay. Um, I would hope he has his pants on if he's at his parents' house. Siren, are you dressed or what, bro? Oh, wait a minute. Wait, which Wendy is this? Is this the Wendy, like the Wendy troll account, or is this a different Wendy? Noodle Mash is despicable, Pink says. She should have never brought this to social media and taunt the fuck out of Mrs. Portland. Public defender, thank you. Thank you. My brain is not working yet. I'm trying not to drink caffeine, which I have not done. And I've been getting amazing sleep since quitting vaping once again days ago. I wake up feeling like I have oxygen in my lungs and it's gone through every vein in my body and I feel refreshed. That in itself is an addictive thing. But I'm trying to stay away from caffeine. It's really hard. So I'm drinking water and butterscotch. Oh, it's a different Wendy. Okay, sorry. No, I didn't know. So. Okay. Hey, Bill. So, where's Trisha at, first of all? I don't know. Because I looked up the laws. You can play this, but if there's some privacy stuff on there, and I really just wanted to play or just read the transcript, because I do have the transcript of Noodle Mash's attorney read off like this victim statement. And I want to see if you guys agree with it, because there were so many things that I'm like, what the fuck? This woman comes on here puffing her chest every day, but in that victim statement, it's a whole other fucking ball game. Oh, yes. Okay. Sorry. I didn't know which Wendy you guys were talking about because I saw the other Wendy in there. We're talking about the troll account Wendy. Sorry, Wendy. She is a liar. And hold on. Let me go over here. Let me just see if Trisha's messaged me real quick. Because I just want to make sure. Okay. Okay. So I gotta go to my Facebook. Oh, you're gonna see so. I cannot stand that she makes this a competition because she keeps saying Miss Portland didn't win anything. We won. It's like, okay, you know what? If you want to take the win, is this a competition to you or is this protection? Which one is it, Noodle Mash? Because you're making it a competition. You're not making this something that you're afraid and using for protection. You're rubbing it in everyone and Mrs. Portland's face online. That is not what somebody does who feels like they're in danger. That's just not, that's common logic and common sense. Anybody with a brain would know that. Exactly. She's afraid, but she's gonna play winner takes it all and she's gonna rub it in her face that she's a winner, she won. No, Miss P really did win because she won in the fact that she's not banned from the internet forever. And that's what Noodle Mash wanted, remember? She even said, hey, Lycan, she even said, my goal is to get Miss P banned from the internet. Well, you lost, Noodle Mash. Take the L. You lost. She's not going to be banned from the internet. If anybody should, it's fucking you. You're the one who keeps like pushing and pushing and poking and rubbing shit in people's faces. So anyways, let me go over to my Facebook so I could pull up the link to this court hearing. Yeah, that's Pink Lady Luck, Lufa. Pink. The OG Pink of Kurama. Sorry, Facebook takes fucking forever to load. All right. Wait a minute. Hold on. Oh. Just got your message, AJ. Okay. Scroll up, bitch. Okay. Let me put this up. So I just want to play the part of the victim say, and I didn't hear, Siren, the part where they said it's a two-way thing. So hopefully I can hear it in this part here. Let me see. I'm gonna fast forward. It's only in like 13 minutes.
One day here in Lincoln County, but she was arrested elsewhere and held for I think 6 days.
I can't hear shit.
Transported here.
Oh, that's Miss Portland crying.
Did spend about a week incarcerated.
Can you guys hear this?
It was very traumatic for her. She's been isolated.
Why can't I hear anything? I could only hear Miss Portland crying.
As far as Ms. Seaford, there's the stalking order remains in place, so she'd be adequately protected.
Wait a minute.
But my understanding is the two of you aren't communicating in person.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Let me just
Is
hear this
there,
part.
But my understanding is the two of you aren't communicating in person, right?
No,
Okay.
ma'am.
All right, so.
But we've known each other since high school. She was a teacher aide of mine when I was very young growing up, and she was one of the major bullies that I had growing up that I had to deal with every day for.
Okay, so I just want to make sure here, what everybody's concerned about is this happening again, and you don't want to be in this
No,
position again,
At
ever.
this point, I just
Okay,
want nothing
so-
to do with the internet. I want
Okay.
nothing to do with TikTok, YouTube,
Okay,
anything.
that sounds like a good place
Again,
to
I just
start,
want her
right?
to leave me alone.
Okay.
I'm gonna pause there because I mean this is something. If you look at like step back and look at the big picture of what's going on, I mean it doesn't take rocket science to see that this is Noodle Mash poking every fucking time, and it's not just her. It's these channels she supports. You know, remember the Where's Walter channel, all these channels that clips Mrs. Portland. No, Bear, come here, baby. Sorry, he jumps on my keyboard. No, don't. Don't. Thank you, sir. Please stay there. Sorry, my cat attacked me. You have all these channels that she supported that go at Mrs. Portland and poke at her. And you know that by her saying, we won, we won, we won, we won, she knows that's going to come around and Miss Portland's going to hear that and just to slap her in the face. If you want to take it, this is not a competition. This is about protecting someone's peace and safety on both ends. I'm sorry, but look, when my cat fucking attacks me and it hurts, I mean, yeah, I'll keep playing, but when it really hurts, no. I get the spray bottle. Okay? Put a little vinegar in that bitch. When he sees this, he squints and he knows what the fuck is up. Alright? So this is my version of a protection order against Baron Arnaz Saracen. Okay? We, the people of Robert Saracen, declare that you will not bite me. But see, if I have this protection order over here and I'm just going like this to Baron, I mean, eventually that motherfucker's just gonna bite. All right? That's my fault. Okay? And if I have my friends coming in, putting their finger in Baron's face, taunting him, he's gonna fuck me up. Ow! Okay? That's how that works. And Noodle Mash knows what the fuck she's doing. Ah! Fuck! Baron! Okay, I was just giving an example, Baron. You put teeth marks in my arm. Oh, he's ready to brawl. Fuck you, Baron. Ow! Baron, please don't hurt me. Love you, buddy. You're an asshole. Yeah. I remember doing some research at the height of the Miss P drama, and I found that There's a lot of weird links to that hometown. Like what, Lycan? There's some kind of underground cabal of Miss P haters? Do they wear like trench coats and torches and shit? Yeah, well, you know what? Maybe Miss P wants to play too, Bill. Did we ever think of that? Saying it'll hurt Miss P is an attempt at people not knowing how utterly ridiculous this all is. Leave that older lady alone. What happened to respecting older people? No one can find a Miss P social media link faster than Noodle Mash and or friends. That's a fact. Yeah, don't you feel like maybe that would be considered stalkerish behavior? Especially so fast, Daria, because if those Miss P channels get created and then deleted immediately, I mean, you gotta catch that fast. Town full of retards? What? Ah! It was kind of creepy, and it started off from that Portland Archives woman. Really? So they're in that same town too? That's strange. God, it's like the hills have eyes, and Noodle Mash is their deformed-faced leader. Her husband's the weird fucking one with his ear falling off, and the whole village has to come together to grift so that they can save him from his ear taking over his brain. Excuse me. They do, yeah. I don't even, listen, I've been good friends with Mrs. Portland multiple different times. I can't even find her channels. I wouldn't even know if she had a channel right now, really, because I don't know. Hey, Kim! How you doing? I slept all day. Kim, I saw your text right before I started this live. Because I start my new adventure tomorrow morning. If she can say we're speaking for Miss P, then it applies to all of her friends as well. Funny you mention that. I'm going to show something. Okay, let's continue this because I think the victim statement's coming up. So
Okay,
hold on.
and you're going to limit your online activities to
Yes.
communicating with people that
I
you
haven't been
actually
online
know.
at all since this last happened,
Okay,
since I
that
was
sounds
last
like a good way to
incarcerated.
a good way, okay, to prevent this from the possibility of this even ever happening again, okay?
I just want her to stop bothering me. I want her to stop
Well,
speaking
the
with
reason we're
me.
here today is because you had communication with her that violated that order.
Okay,
Okay, so we need to focus on that,
okay.
okay? And so what we're talking
Aw.
about here is to, I think, limiting your online activities, like Mr. Martin said, not being on TikTok, not being on YouTube, in these forums that you could have contact with people that you don't know really who you're communicating with, or direct communication with her,
Right.
just direct communication, because that's what you're
Right.
here for. You don't want to get another
No, Wendy.
conviction for this, because then it becomes a felony.
Right, I understand that, Your
Okay,
Honor.
and the stalking protective order is still in place, remains in place, and you don't want to be in the position to where the consequences could be even greater.
I understand that, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, because the stalking protective order is still in place that prohibits all forms of contact. This is a
Mhm.
conviction. If she were to violate this order again, she could be prosecuted for a felony. This is that predicate offense. The court is imposing a jail sentence of 7 days with credit for time served. Considers this sentence having been served, and that will be the sentence. And the stalking protective order, as I said before, in 22 SK 03824,
Okay.
is in place. It remains in place, and that will be the judgment. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You've gone over her rights on appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
All right,
Yes, we did.
thank you.
Okay, hold on. I missed the victim statement. Hold on.
When she did address her directly,
channels. You have followed me to various social media, including showing this.
Okay, okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, here we go.
I find there to be a factual basis in support of your plea. Your client
So-
wish to proceed to sentencing?
So if you guys remember,
Davies?
because Noodle Mash came on here and she said, yes, I didn't speak in court, but my attorney read out a statement for me or whatever. Please listen to the words in this statement, folks. It is, first of all, hit a 1 if you have seen Noodle Mash come on here, puff her chest out, say she ain't afraid of you. She'll put you in your place. You better shut your mouth. You found the right one. Like that big school ground bully mentality that she will destroy everybody, including Miss Portland, by the way. That doesn't go alongside and coincide very well with this statement that we're about to hear. I'm like, whoa, what? It is, I'm going to hit play so you could hear it. It is totally hypocritical It contradicts everything that she's getting, like, that she does online. So listen.
Yes, Your Honor, the state is recommending a straight jail sentence. It looks like she spent 24 hours in jail. The victim in this case, Ms. Cypher, she does want me to read something to the court. May I do that?
Go ahead.
I apologize. This
She
part's
said-
very quiet, guys. So please just, I'm muting on my side, but this part is just quiet. So.
This is the second time you have contacted me on social media. As time goes on, your threats are getting worse. After you contacted me last time, you then spent months making videos threatening to come to Lincoln City, including showing exactly how you will get here. Then you threatened to procure a gun and made repeated videos stating, quote, that you don't care about the stalking order and that no one is going to tell you what to do. Every time one of your videos or channels comes across.
No, I have to pause there. Do you see what she's doing? Do you see what Noodle Mash did there in her victim statement? That is not what I've seen those videos, and I'm sure you guys have too. They're probably clipped on those Portland archive shit. Mrs. Portland has come on before, and all of Noodle Mash's minions have attacked her, tried to silence her. Mrs. Portland did not say that to Noodle Mash. She said it to the people going after her. She said, "You're not going to silence me. I don't care, order or no order. You're not going to silence me." That's what she fucking said. And she's talking to all of the people telling Miss Portland to get off the internet and trying to bully her offline. She was basically saying, this stupid ass fucking order is not going to stop me from defending myself from these people. And Noodle Mash is the one who's got all these people to attack her. She did not say, "I don't care about the order, I'm going after Noodle." She's been very careful not to go after Noodle or speak about her, but she is allowed to speak her mind on how she feels about it. And when people are attacking her, Noodle's making this all about her, and that's what's frustrating listening to this.
Across my YouTube feed, I block it, but you just make new ones. From October of last year to February of this year, just 4 months, you made and deleted 54 YouTube channels. You have followed me to various social media platforms.
No. Hold on. Did you hear that part? She said, "Mrs. Portland, you have made 54 YouTube channels and you have followed me everywhere." Raise your hand if you know it's very hard to track down a Mrs. Portland YouTube channel. So who's following who? Now, I know personally that Mrs. Portland, my shoulder's doing a lot better, Patty. Mrs. Portland has made 54 or however many YouTube channels because people keep harassing her off of the platform and she feels like she needs to go. She's like, okay, maybe if I come in under a different name, all of these haters will not follow me and be mean. That's why Miss Portland's done that. The fact that Noodle Mash has found her channel so quickly, when you know how quick a Miss Portland channel goes up and then goes right back down. You're the one following her, because I can't even find her channels that fucking fast. Miss P isn't going to come out here and lie. People lie so freaking what? Yeah, everybody on here fucking lies. I can't find Miss Portland's channels when they go up or down. Never. See? Channel, you could never find one. How the fuck is Noodle Mash finding them then? Initially, the problem was the false reports to the police. I fully understand how that's a problem, and I do agree with that, Tiffany. However, the making every little thing into content is ridiculous. It was telling how she wiped her channel. Well, not only that, but Noodle Mash continues every single fucking time to make this. There's an excuse for her responding. She's like, well, this is mine. This is my case. I'm going to respond and I'm going to correct people. Well, that means you're going to be correcting people until the end of time because people are going to voice their opinions on it. And I know you're a very competitive person, Noodle Mash, so you feel like you have to put people in their place. You have to correct them. You know, you have to spite them or win. You don't have to. You could have enough self-control to just be like, whatever. Who cares? That's what I've done with your friends and you, Noodle Mash, who mock me being raped nonstop. You make me so fucking immune to that. Like, who cares anymore? Jesus Christ. So, fucking get over it. People are going to disagree with you. Yeah, and you know, I mean, doxing and all that kind of shit, like it can make you feel unsafe, but really nobody from the internet, people aren't even confident enough to show their face on here. They're definitely not going to step to somebody in person. I'm not saying Miss Portland doesn't show her face, she does, but nobody's gonna, all the people that run their mouth to me, like Lycan, they would never in a million years say that, ever, to my fucking face. Never. That's the point of being anonymous and a pussy. There needs to be some kind of way to prevent weaponization of the legal system. Yeah, it's too easy. I mean, look how easy it's been for Noodle to fucking do this. And it's only been easy because Mrs. Portland is mentally disabled. So it's very easy to take advantage of a situation like that when somebody can't really put their ducks in order for their defense. They can't. Like, it's fucked up. She doxed me as a lady in Ohio pregnant with some man's baby of another race. Who did that? Are you saying Noodle Mash did that? Noodle Mash is so scared of Miss P. If you're so scared, she wouldn't utter Miss P's name. Or, she doubles down when she says Miss P's name. She says, I'll talk about her all fucking day if I want to. Well, then that means you're the problem. You're the fucking problem. Yes, Lorianne, her and that whole fucking group of people, Noodle Mash, not only do they make fun of it, they question it, or they make fun of shoelaces because the guy tied our penises together with shoelaces. And obviously I was raped in my ass, so I wasn't prepared for that because I'm a top. So yeah, shit came out of my ass. They joke about that, all of that. And Noodle Mash is a huge part of that. Yeah. That's funny to them. Ugh. I'm over it by now. I'm like, shit. Now I kind of want to be a bottom. You know, who knows? Maybe I will. Maybe that opened up my mind or my third eye, you know, down in my asshole. Who knows? And yeah, I did say the guy was hot that raped me. I invited him over. Do you think I'm going to invite him over if he wasn't hot? And they're like, oh my God, he called his rapist hot. Well, duh. What the fuck? He was hot. That doesn't change the fact that I'm a top and said, ow, that hurts. I don't really like that. And then you just fucking keep going viciously. So fuck off. Open up your brown eye. Exactly, you hooligan. It really did. Oh! I always disgust Gladys. Every fucking time I open my mouth in Gladys's presence. Fucked up her apple again. Alright. Let me continue playing this.
Forms, I cannot escape you. I want you to leave me alone. Your harassment online leaves myself and my family in a constant state of fear. This needs to stop.
No, that's not true. Based on Noodle Mash's actions, that is not true. She just said in this statement, let me go to the transcript so I could, it's not true. She said, YouTube feed, I block it, but you make new ones. She's talking about her channels. From October of last year to February of this year. Now I'm reading the transcript from her statement. Last year to February of this year, just 4 months, you made and deleted 54 YouTube channels. You have followed me to various social media platforms. I cannot escape you. Did you hear that? I cannot escape you. Every time Noodle Mash goes live, who's it about? How many times per live stream before she deleted all of her content? God, my sinuses are horrible. Has she said Mrs. Portland's name? Has she said she's going to talk about Miss Portland all she wants to? She could talk about her, but Miss Portland can't talk about her. What? This is incorrect statement, ma'am. Escape her. You can't stop talking about her. So yeah, you can't escape the idea of her because that's all you talk about. It is very misleading, Trisha. And thank you for this, because I was listening to this and I'm like, this is the part that is very, very upsetting, is this is not the way that Noodle Mash acts on here. It's not. She puffs her chest out. She tells everyone that she's not afraid of Miss Portland. She's afraid of, the outcome of her haters, what they're going to do to her. And she said she's not afraid of Mrs. Portland herself. Now, she also goes into talking about how Miss Portland said she was going to get firearms to protect herself and stuff like that. Now, if you heard that, Noodle Mash made it sound like Miss Portland was saying that she wants her husband to get a firearm so they could harm Noodle Mash. That's not what she was saying. She was saying all of these people that are threatening her. She said, well, I need to get protection for myself. I need to get protection. Maybe my husband could get... That's what she meant by getting protection. See, she takes something and she flips it so that she could push her narrative. No, Noodle Mash never comes up on panel, but she's more than welcome to. Here's the link. I doubt she will, but there you go. Be safe, Lorianne. I hope you have a good day. Be safe. They cannot own a firearm due to her mental... No, it's not because of that, Bill. You can't own a firearm if there's a stalking order on you. That's in the order. You can't. That's why. She's not known to go to any other panels, much less a panel against her. Oh, never. No, never. I've been on a rant about this numerous times, but I'll just say this. I pray to God Noodle Mash never gets an actual stalker one day. Genuinely, she has no fucking idea, and this makes a joke out of genuine fear. Well, it really does, because if you're afraid of something, you don't poke at it. Think of because this is her biggest fear, right? Mrs. P, that's why she got an order. Think of one of your biggest fears. Would you run towards it or away from it? For me, I think it depends on the situation. Like, I would defend myself and fight if it was like an intruder or something like that. But if it was a tidal wave, which is my biggest, no. If it was a fire, I would run into a fire if my animals were in here. I would run into it and I would get my animals, whether it killed me or not. So there's certain situations, but it's a mockery of those who really are in need of protection. And I guarantee every single fucking time, it's I won. It's not a competition. It's a mockery, or wait, what? She'll never take a link. She'll never. I fully understand why she got the order. It was out of control. I don't understand much since then. It doesn't seem to be used for what it was for. No, because what she's using it for is like saying, ha ha, I can talk about you and you can't talk about me. Hee hee ha ha ha, hoo 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 hoo. That's what she does with it. If she was really scared, she would be like, there's the order. Let's not fucking piss this bitch off. Don't talk about her. This bitch is crazy. I'm terrified of her. I'm scared. I'm genuinely scared. That's why I got this order right here. Yeah. No, yeah, let's do our best to please, if you see her, if you see anywhere around, please just don't even get her attention. Okay, Vlad? Please. Okay, we got to protect ourselves. Instead, she's like, nana, nana, boo, boo, come and get me, little cunt. It does not fucking make sense. Because you're going to go do your best to be like, oh, I am fucking with that motherfucker. I was telling Tiffany and Nikki, there is a guy that I gave some real good sex to around last year, okay? He's a bottom, he's beautiful, he's like a twink, he's hot, he's in his 30s. The perfect guy for me, really, you know? This man is a fucking psycho. He blows up my phone. And I told him one day, I was like, made up something. I was like, my parents are here. Because he's mad that he didn't make me come, okay? I didn't have time. So he was angry. He's like, why haven't you come? I'm coming to make you come. Anyways, so I tell him I'm with my parents the other day, and he says this to me. I had to block him again, by the way, okay? Because I don't fuck with crazy. He says, where is it at? And then I'll continue playing this. I said, I'm with my parents. He said, why? I think you're all plotting again. I hear you all moving shit in here. Let me say that again. I said, I'm with my parents. He said, why? I think you're all plotting again. I hear you all moving shit in here. What the fuck? I said, what? He said, and she's part of my punishment. I think he's talking about my mom. I guess that I got to sit here all night by myself, and I hate it. It's fucking boring. I said, what are you talking about? He said, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to express it with you because I like you too much. I bit my tongue in the literal sense. It really fucking hurts. And I'm without painkillers. Okay, Scotty. I haven't eaten or anything, and that I'm just dying over here. I just can't fucking do it. I'm caving in under the fucking pressure, and I'm not going to change. I don't fuck with crazy. I blocked this motherfucker again. He's gonna make another Facebook, he's done over the last year. I haven't seen him in a long time even. But he won't fucking stop. And he's crazy as fuck. Hey Noodle Mash, YouTube posts and videos can rapidly go viral, exposing the Miss P to mass mockery, cruelty, and death threats from online strangers. Wait, what's going on? Is she posting? Lookin, I'm talking about this hot twink guy that turned out to be a psycho that I had sex with, and he won't fucking stop, okay? So I don't fuck with that. I was giving an example that I don't poke this guy. I don't fucking go out there because he's legit fucking crazy. I did tell him to fuck off, though. All right, let me keep playing this.
She does have, as far as criminal history, it looks like a contempt back from 2023.
Is Miss Seaver present by phone?
Does not want to be acknowledged, Your Honor.
Okay.
She didn't want to speak. Noodle didn't.
She did enter that chat room and she did address her directly. The issues between these two parties, frankly, we go back to the teenage years, but then there was a long break where they didn't see each other. This whole thing has moved to an online forum.
I can't hear that man in the background.
I don't believe is that statements, claims. Ms. Davenport has also filed stalking.
I hear panting.
Denied in a different county. She receives communications.
Yes, Kim.
She doesn't know,
I do.
emails she doesn't recognize. Saying things like,
I have clips of Noodle Mash insulting Mrs. P, calling her a dumbass. She's not so scared.
in this case,
Can you send me one of those clips? Lufa? Do you mind? Would you be able to email me one of those? I don't know what he's saying. Anyways, I don't know if anybody wants to hear that. I don't know. I'll have to ask the person that gave it to me. Not Noodle Mash. Mrs. Portland is the one that's crying there. It's just fucked up. And now, do you understand, folks, why she keeps saying, we won, I won. Do you get it yet? She heard Mrs. Portland crying there. She heard it. She doesn't give a fuck. So she hears her crying and repeatedly throws in her face, I won. I could talk about it. You can't. I won. We won. Evil, mean-spirited person. That's why nobody should be donating to her. This is all a game. Her crafts don't sell, folks. Guess what sells? Miss Portland content. That's what fucking sells for her. Go to AI and search info needed on Noodle Mash YouTube channel. She left a digital footprint. Can I do that on ChatGPT? I'm gonna go to ChatGPT. 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 She's a great actress. Noodle Mash needs help. A trip to the mental ward. I think she's just evil. I don't even think she's crazy. I think she's very calculated. All right, so what am I Googling? Info needed. Hold on. Info needed on Noodle Mash's channel. Okay. Info needed on Noodle Mash's channel. Oh, fuck. Hold on. How do I sign? Am I signed in under this? Robbie Wayne Brown. Continue as Robert. Motherfucking titty sucker 2-ball bitch. Hold on. I don't know why it signed me out. Oh, because I'm in a different search engine browser? What? Fuck it up, Chuck. Chat GPT. Thought I used my. Is it my first Save Robbie channel, my second, or my third that I sign in under? Because it's not letting me type. Give me a second, I apologize. Okay. So I'm signed in under Save Robbie. That is my account. But it's not. Okay, here we go. Information on Noodle Mash channel. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, okay. Oh. Okay. Okay. Can you tell me which Noodle Mash channel you mean? I search for... Oh, wait. If you're referring to a specific creator... I am Noodle Mash. Is her tag on YouTube. Okay. Here we go. Based on the publicly visible YouTube channel I found, Noodle Mash YouTube channel appears... Wait, you guys could see this, right? Let me make sure. Okay. Get off my screen. Fucking shit. Ugh! Appears relatively small creator channel with approximately 2,300 subscribers and around 124 videos that she hid. At the time of the search. The channel description identifies the creator as a mother, grandmother, and cat fucker. Lover, sorry. Noodle Mash YouTube channel. From what... Noodle Mash's YouTube channel. From what is publicly visible, the channel appears to focus on live streams, commentary, community discussions, personal opinions and reactions, interaction with other creators, and online events. The channel has a membership program enabled and appears to have an active community following. If you're looking for a summary on her content style, information, what do you know about her encounters with Mrs. Portland? There appears to be a long-running online conflict between Noodle Mash and Mrs. Portland that's played out on YouTube through live streams, videos, reactions, and community discussions. There are videos discussing attempts... Wait. Okay, sorry, I just had to make sure that I was in the right. Attempts at peace, ongoing disagreements, and accusations made by both sides. What I cannot verify independently is the truth of the specific allegations. Isn't that funny? So, I don't know, ChatGPT, are you saying there's no fucking valid receipts out there? Because I think that's what you're saying. Either creator has made about the other. Much of the available information comes from the creator's own channels and supporters, which means it reflects their perspectives rather than a neutral fact finding. So it looks like you haven't provided enough valid receipts for even AI to pick up on your bullshit or believe it, Noodle. Okay. Publicly available videos suggest the relationship was not always hostile. There's older videos indicating friendlier interactions between them. The dispute later escalated into repeated public commentary and response videos. Supporters of each creator have taken sides, contributing to the ongoing drama. If you're asking about specific issues such as restraining stalking order discussions, particularly live streams or how the feud started, I can try to research. I'm going to say, do you think it's fair that... Hold on. I'm going to do it this way. Do you think that it's fair that Noodle Mash pokes and makes content poking at Mrs. Portland even though she already got a stalking order on her, but she continues to brag and say she won, and Mrs. Portland can't respond at all because of the stalking order? What do you think about that? I don't know if you guys heard me. I just did voice to text. I don't know if it cut my microphone out over here. All right. And so I said, do you think it's fair? Noodle Mash has a stalking order, keeps throwing it in her face. And they said, I think there's two separate questions here. Does someone have the right to talk about a public dispute online? And is it fair to repeatedly target someone who legally cannot respond? ChatGPT's view is that there is truly a valid stalking or protection order in place. The person subject to that order has to be extremely careful about any contact or conduct that could violate it. Courts issue these orders to restrict contact, and violating them can have serious consequences. As for fairness, many people would see an imbalance of one creator repeatedly discussing and taunting or celebrating winning against someone, that would be Noodle Mash doing that to Miss P, someone who cannot publicly engage without risking legal problems. Even if the content is technically legal and the viewers may perceive it as punching down because only one side is free to speak. On the other hand, supporters of their experiences. That's what I'm doing on this side. What I would say is this. If someone genuinely wants a conflict to end, Noodle Mash, listen up, because I already know what they're going to say here. If somebody genuinely wants a conflict to end, repeatedly bringing the other person up tends to keep the conflict alive. Now, what was she saying about wanting to escape Mrs. P again? Let me go back over here. Sorry, I haven't seen the chat. What was that? ChatGPT, you said it perfectly. Couldn't have said it better myself. So she's trying to... thank you, Lufa. I'm going to play that in a minute. She's trying to escape Mrs. P, but why do you continuously bring her up? You are keeping the conflict alive. So whether that's fair or unfair is ultimately a matter of opinion. But it usually prolongs the drama rather than resolving it. I agree with that, ChatGPT. Okay? Now, they're saying, since I don't have access to the court filings or all the facts between Noodle Mash and Mrs. Portland, I can't say who is right or wrong in their dispute. Well, neither can the courts, because she only provided a one-sided fucking bullshit story. Okay? I can only say that in general, continuing to publicly focus on a person who cannot respond often creates the appearance of an uneven fight, and many viewers will view that negatively. I agree with that as well. So there's that. Okay. Yeah, oh my God, she talks about Miss P's son all the fucking time. Is she talking about her son in these clips? She needs a lawyer who helped the disabled for free. Yeah, because I don't think people are registering what's going on here because the evidence being presented to these people in court is bullshit. It's all Noodle Mash saying, she's doing this, she's doing that, she's threatening this. And Mrs. Portland's like, yeah, but I don't think Miss Portland's understanding what she's agreeing to. And also, again, Noodle Mash, you don't understand how shit works in court. You may think you do, but you fucking don't. Okay, when somebody's offered a plea deal, yes, they're accepting a deal. Do you understand that? Because Noodle Mash is saying, no, she's admitting to it. No, that's not what she's doing. You can take a plea deal, an offer, okay? And whether it is or not, normally that offer is to help you out. All you got to do is plead guilty, okay? So you plead guilty and you take the offer. But in order to do that, you have to plead guilty. That does not mean you're fucking guilty. That just means you're taking a fucking plea offer because you want out of the fucking bullshit situation. Pay attention. You don't know shit. All you know, the only legal shit that Noodle Mash knows is this abuse she's done of the legal system. That's the only experience. So she thinks she knows because she's got away with a lot of shit by bullshitting and lying, but you don't know how the legal system works. Oh, sorry, Lycan. Sorry, Lycan. Let me do this. Okay, now I'm going to say, do you think it's... Oh, wait. Hold on, I'm just going to speak it in again. Would you believe that Noodle Mash is afraid of Mrs. Portland if she comes online and talks about Miss Portland repeatedly and pokes at her and talks about her family, and she brags that she can talk about Miss Portland, but Miss Portland can't talk about her, but then she goes to the court and says she's trying to escape Mrs. Portland? So does it sound like Noodle Mash is afraid of Mrs. Portland? All right, here's this. And then I'll get to your clips. Is that better, Lycan? Is that better, Lycan? What was that? I've got a wine bottle in one hand and a sword in the other. Okay. So ChatGPT says, I don't think anyone can reliably determine whether Noodle Mash is genuinely afraid of Mrs. Portland based on solely on that behavior. People sometimes act in ways that seem contradictory. A person may genuinely fear someone but still talk about them obsessively online. A person may feel threatened by direct contact but still feel comfortable criticizing that person publicly. A person may seek a court order and later continue discussing the dispute because they feel justified, angry, or vindicated, or want to defend their reputation. That's all she wants to do. Let's just call a spade a spade. Okay. But on the other hand, some observers might look at the behavior you described, frequently bringing up the person, discussing their family, celebrating that the other person cannot respond, and continuing to engage with the conflict, and conclude that it doesn't look like the behavior of someone trying to distance themselves from the situation. The key point is that doesn't look afraid and isn't afraid are not the same thing. People's actual feelings are internal, and courts typically consider evidence presented to them, not just whether someone's online behavior appears consistent to outside viewers. I'm going to pause there and say, I wish it would have been presented to the court the number of times that Noodle Mash comes on here, pokes and taunts. I wish that would have been presented because I didn't hear that presented anywhere in court. If you're asking for my opinion on the optics alone, if someone repeatedly initiates discussion about another person, boasts about being able to speak while the other cannot, and keeps the conflict in the public eye, many viewers would likely question whether that person is truly trying to move on from the dispute, but that observation by itself doesn't prove what they do or do not feel privately. Well, I think we all fucking know, based on the behavior we've seen. Thank you, Machete. You would not go live and poke the bear. Okay, hold on. Pink. Can I also add that Mrs. Portland is mentally disabled? You can certainly say that Ms. Portland is mentally disabled if that is publicly known and accurate, but it's important to be careful if you're discussing whether the situation is fair. The fact that someone has a disability could be relevant if you believe it affects their ability to navigate online conflicts. Yes, it does. Their understanding of legal proceedings, definitely. Their ability to defend themselves publicly, definitely. And the power imbalance between the parties, definitely. However, you should avoid using a disability as an insult. That's not what I was fucking doing, ChatGPT. Did you fucking pay attention? A reason to dismiss someone's views or making assumptions. No, that's not what I was doing. Listen up. ChatGPT, that is not what I was doing. I was saying she's disabled because that was not taken into consideration in this court case. And it is a huge part of the case that she is disabled and she does have temper issues along with her disability. And it does affect her ability to think clearly, defend herself, or understand legal proceedings. Let's see what they say now. I understand what you're saying now. They say if Ms. Portland has a documented disability that affects impulse control, which it does, I've showed those before, emotional regulation, decision-making, communication, or her ability to understand legal proceedings, then that could absolutely be a relevant factor when discussing the fairness of the situation. Courts sometimes consider disabilities when evaluating a person's conduct, credibility, intent, ability to comply with orders, and ability to represent themselves effectively. That said, I don't know what evidence was presented, blah, blah, blah. From a broader perspective, if someone has a disability that contributes to temper issues or difficulty handling conflict, some people would argue that the situation should be viewed with additional context and understanding rather than treating every outburst the same way they would for a person without these limitations. On the fairness question, I can see why someone would feel frustrated if Ms. Portland's disability affected her ability to defend herself. She struggled to navigate the legal process. She's now unable to respond publicly. And meanwhile, another creator continues to discuss her, criticize her, or celebrate the outcome. Those circumstances can lead some observers to view the situation as unequal, regardless of who they believe was legally right or wrong. So that, my friend, that noodle mash is why people talk about this. And so you may sit there and say, well, I'm going to respond every time someone responds. Well, then you're going to be responding till the end of time because everybody is going to have a problem with this until the end of fucking time. What you've done is unfair. It is poking. It is abuse, in my opinion. It's evil. It's spiteful. It's competitive. And it's arrogant, even though you really have no reason to be arrogant physically because you're fucking hideous. You know, but you need a way to belong in the world and feel superior to someone else besides your 4 fucking teeth. All right? So this is what you do. You haven't done this to anybody who doesn't have mental disabilities because you know you would fucking lose. You know that what you're doing is abusive. That's why you didn't speak in court. You let your lawyer read that fucking thing. You're too fucking, you know what you're doing online is wrong. By not being able to speak up your victim statement in court and then hiding all of your content is a huge red flag. Oh, I hid all my content because, hold on. Pay attention to this part, folks, because what I'm about to say is going to blow your fucking mind. If you didn't know this already. She says, I hid all my content because I don't want to be talking about this anymore. But her content was to prove her case, and her content provides the truth for the general public. So wouldn't you want to keep up the truth and all your receipts? Or would you remove it because it's not actually truth and receipts, it's bullshit, taunting, and abusive behavior? Wouldn't you want to keep all of the truth up so that people that come over to your channel can see the truth and they wouldn't have to question it? Or wouldn't you want that? But no, it's all bullshit, poking, taunting, poking at that fucking bear. Yeah, that's what I just played. She had her lawyer read her victim statement. Miss P could get one on Noodle Mash, but Miss P doesn't have grounds for one. There isn't enough evidence for one, in my opinion. I could be wrong. Oregon gave Noodle Mash one based on clownery. Yeah, and bullshit, you know? And come on. How is Miss Portland supposed to... I love Miss Portland, don't get me wrong. But also she does have those mental disabilities and challenges that get in the way of understanding things or how the legal system works or getting together exhibits and all that shit. That's fucking hard. Okay, that was hard for me to do when AJ and I went. That was confusing. And I even had a lawyer. It was fucking confusing. Because if you go to court and it's that court date and you want to bring a piece of evidence into play that you didn't already enter as an exhibit, you're going to have a hard time fucking doing that. Depending on the judge, how nice they are, they might not even let you enter that evidence in because you should have done it beforehand. Yeah, exactly, Lycan. Over a fucking meme, you have one on you. That shit is a waste of fucking time. I think you need to show solid proof and evidence before a temporary one is even... Fuck the temporary. There should be no temporary, in my personal opinion. If somebody has genuine fear and they have evidence, they should take that into court. The judge should look at it and not be like, okay, let me get a temporary order so we could be petty towards this person. And then we'll schedule later on and we'll just put this person in total fear of their life and on the edge of their seat for the next couple of weeks or months until the court starts, and be on the edge like you're going to call the police on them at any given moment to violate this temporary order that you still have yet to prove is valid. And then at that court date, you can go ahead and show your evidence. That's not fucking fair. That's abuse. And no, AJ, I'm not talking about us, by the way. I'm talking in general how that system works is fucked. It really is. But, you know, in the long run, they really have to prove... And in my personal opinion, what Noodle Mash proved is that she was able to take advantage and manipulate a mentally disabled woman and get one over on her because she finds this person, and this is my opinion, she finds this person not to be a threat or scary. She finds this person to be a threat to her fucking ego and her money. She finds this person as an opposition to be a competition. Okay? Because what she saw when she saw Mrs. Portland and followed her over here to these fucking communities, I hate that word. She saw Miss Portland was a big brand name around these parts at that time. She really was. Miss Portland either had a lot of supporters or a lot of haters, like a lot of us tend to do, but she got a lot of traction. She was getting donations. People were subscribing to her, following her, watching her. And somebody who's been jealous of Mrs. Portland her whole life and bullied her, that would be Noodle Mash, in my opinion. Oh my God, of course she's going to re-spark that feud that they had when they were neighbors, or because she's like, oh my God, this is a drama community. This is really working. I could re-spark my drama with Mrs. Portland too and come over here and it could be content. I could actually make money off this, Vlad. Fuck the crafts. Let me just fold some clay and talk and drag some cunts. Are you watching gay porn again? Oh, it's okay. Oh, okay. This Vlad's over there. Oh, okay, honey, do whatever. Get your dick out of your phone and pay attention to your wife. That's how Napsters gets her... Hold on, there's something popping up on my screen. That's how Napsters gets her jollies, is to go at Mrs. Portland because she knows she always gets a leg up and she'll always win. And part of Mrs. Portland's disability, whether you guys like to believe it or not, it is self-control. And it is trying to control your temper. It is mood swings. It is misunderstanding situations. It is not getting the big picture a lot of the time and not understanding. She and Noodle Mash knows that. She's gone for a year. I need to file an order on them to get them back here so I can get content. Judges should start suing creators. Creators should start, or anybody abusing the legal system, especially so publicly. that's why I said, like, why is her channel not being looked at? I'm talking about noodle mashes. And she could make all the excuses that she wants of why she hid all of her content, but everybody fucking knows. I guarantee you, okay? Because you did hear that judge did have a little bit of sympathy for Miss Portland when she was crying. I didn't see the physical video of it, just the audio, but she heard there was some sort of hurt. I guarantee if that judge would have heard, no, it would have been hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of Noodle Mash poking at Miss Portland, but just heard and saw the number of times Noodle Mash has come on and said, I don't care, I will talk about Miss Portland all I want to. You will do this, you will do that, I am not afraid of you guys. I will stand up to you. How many times have you heard Noodle Mash say, fuck around and find out? If the judge would have heard her playing Winner Takes It All, if the judge would have seen her saying shit about Mrs. Portland's fucking son, which, by the way, I'm pulling up your email right now, if she would have heard any of that, do you think she would have taken that bullshit victim statement into account and been like, oh yeah, you're scared, this is valid? No! But see, the system is not set up. Judges don't have time for this petty nonsense bullshit. But if they're gonna take on a case like this, then they should take the time to see the whole fucking thing of what's going on. And Noodle Mash, you are the problem. You're the fucking problem. But see, the judge isn't able to see that because they've got bigger cases. Okay, there's actual fucking cases out here that need to be looked at, not Noodle Mash's feelings in a fucking court of law. And boo-hoo, she said this about me, she said that. Well, you say a lot of shit about people, you disgusting, vile piece of shit. I wish it would have gone to trial. That would have been amazing. But she wouldn't take it to trial because she wouldn't want her 4 fucking teeth. Hell, she wouldn't want to be seen in that light. She has severe anxiety of public. She's not going to be shamed by a bunch of jurors and a whole courtroom full of people because she knows what she's doing is fucking wrong. She knows that. All right. Sorry. Lufa. I almost called you Noodle. All right, let me see. Actually, I could just play it from my phone. Let me turn off. It's going to get loud. You're going to hear traffic. I'm going to turn off the thing that says not reducing background noise so I can play it on my phone. Okay. Oh, okay. What is this? Oh, this is a channel, Truth Untold. Borrowed this clip. Let me put this link in the chat. Okay. This is what we're going to be listening to. You guys can go listen yourself. We're going to find out together, but this is, I believe, Noodle Mash is trashing Mrs. Portland and her... Well, let's see.
Ended up he had to be on a ventilator and stuff, and her dumbass went to pick.
What? Hold on a minute. Here is Noodle Mash calling her stalker, Mrs. Portland, names. The description says, why would a victim of a stalking order call their alleged stalker a dumbass? And talk about something so personal as losing visitation to their child. Once again, poking, trying to get a reaction out of Mrs. Portland. No. Okay, this is normal speed. I think they have it sped up. It went kind of fast. So this is her talking about the person, and this is public, talking about the person she's terrified of. Let's see what she has to say.
Way back, what, April, 2 or 3 years ago?
Uh-huh.
That poor child ended up he had to be on a ventilator and stuff.
By the way,
and her
she's hold on, let me rewind a little now. She's talking about Mrs. Portland's child, who she can't see anymore, and that already hurts enough that she can't see her child.
And her dumbass went to pick, and her dumbass pictures of him and posted it trying to get money.
Hey, bitch! That's her fucking child, you cunt! She could take as many fucking pictures and post them on social media that she wants to. Sounds to me like you're stalking her social media. Why the fuck are you looking at the pictures she's posting of her child, Noodle Mash? Sounds like you're the stalker.
Somebody, and I swear on all that's holy, and my whole family was not me, called and reported her because that's illegal. So she got.
I'm sorry. So something that has nothing to do with the stalking order. Was this before the stalking order, by the way, Lufa? Something that has nothing to do. You're stalking her about her son and reporting her. Dude, you're a fucking conniving, evil, vindictive, manipulative, fucking crazy bitch.
In trouble and couldn't see her kid. So she got in trouble and couldn't see her kid. And her dumbass. So she got in trouble and couldn't see her kid. And her dumbass. So she got in trouble and couldn't see her kid. And her dumbass. So she got in trouble and couldn't.
This was after the order. Calling Miss Portland a dumbass, talking about something that has nothing to do with the order. It's Mrs. Portland's personal life, her child, her social media. What the fuck are you doing watching her social media of her posting pictures of her child, and why do you care? Calling her a dumbass. This isn't poking, Noodle Mash? Are you fucking kidding me?
Your kid. And her dumbass. So she got in trouble and couldn't see her kid. And her dumbass. So she got in trouble and couldn't see her kid. And her dumbass. So she got in trouble and couldn't see her kid.
They're just playing it on
And her
repeat.
dumbass. So she got in trouble and couldn't see her kid.
Oh. People should go over and subscribe to this channel, Truth Untold. They posted that 3 months ago. Here's the link to their channel. Is there other ones you sent me? Or just that one, Lufa? So again, what it said in that victim statement was she can't escape Mrs. Portland. Really, then what are you doing talking about her personal affairs? What are you doing talking about her taking pictures of her child? What does that have to do with you? What are you doing stalking her social media and all of that that has to do with her child and calling her a dumbass? Doesn't sound like you want to escape her. It sounds like you want to provoke. Okay, here's Truth Untold's channel. Just that one. He has a bunch of them on his channel. Okay, well, everyone go check out his channel. The judge didn't hear any of this, Kim. None of it. None of the provoking, none of the name calling, the insults, the taunting, the number of times, which let's just call a spade a spade. Every time Noodle Mash has gone live, she spoke about Mrs. Portland. Every fucking time. She's poked. Of course, she's played victim. She said, oh, she's doing this, she's doing that. I mean, Mrs. Portland went silent. She was terrified to even go anywhere. You know, she was terrified to go to chats or even over on TikTok because Noodle Mash would find her. Now, I guarantee, this is just my observation and opinion, but based on my observation and Noodle Mash's behavior, I can almost guarantee you that her and Miss P were subbed to the same channel over on TikTok, because this is why Miss P got arrested, by the way. Last year in 2025, they ended up in the same chat room. Okay, and I guess there was some exchanges in that chat between the two of them. Noodle Mash talks about that before she hid her video. And Noodle Mash reported her. Now, it was some Oregon channel or something, I don't know. It was some channel where the guy was asking where they're from and stuff. I forget what the channel was. Who's to say Noodle Mash didn't follow Miss Portland over there to try to get her riled up in the chat? That's what she did over here. That's what she did by coming over here when she wasn't a part of any of the true crime sector of YouTube. She followed Miss Portland over here. Who's to say she didn't follow Mrs. Portland over to that channel over in TikTok to get her in trouble? Because over on TikTok, who's to say Noodle Mash didn't go over and stalk Mrs. Portland's page to see who she follows? Because you can see who people follow on TikTok and then just wait for one of those people to go live to see if Miss Portland just happens to be in the chat so that she could fucking poke and get her fucking way and play the little victim game, huh? Now that's just my wild imagination just thinking of different scenarios, but it sure is possible though, isn't it? Exactly. If she saw Miss Portland in a chat and she's trying to escape her, why can't you just be a part of like the bigger side of things and the more wiser thing and just fucking leave the chat? I mean, this is the internet. I'm sure you guys are going to run into each other a lot, but you're going to make it a big deal because you've got to manipulate people. It's not fair, and God is awesome, people. Let me just say this. God is amazing, and these people who pretend to have fake relationships or Christians and all this, and they're just not getting it, okay? They're not getting what God is trying to fucking tell them. Karma is very real, folks, okay? And God takes care of every situation no matter how long it takes. He doesn't do it to be spiteful. He doesn't do it to be vindictive. He is amazing, and he uses karma to teach people a lesson. And there's like guardrails that if you bump into them, they'll hurt. But if you keep bumping in, he's like, okay, well, now that guardrail is going to break. In my personal observation, I think Noodle Mash has ran into this guardrail far too much, and eventually she's going to go over the edge and get the full karma. Now, I'm not saying from me. I'm saying that's how God works. God does not do it to be hateful to you, but when God sees you repeatedly doing something, he's going to fucking make you learn your lesson. When I was continuously relapsing, I was staying in a terrible situation that I knew I should have got out of. That was my marriage. I was hurting the other person by continuing to relapse. They were hurting me, so I was hurting them in return, and we were hurting each other back and forth, back and forth. And I literally was like, God, please. Because I really didn't want to hurt the other person's feelings, especially any further. I said, God, please break my heart. That's what I prayed. Right before I got arrested, I said, please break my heart. I don't want that person's heart to break. Break mine. Get me out of this situation. I don't care. I'll take the heartbreak. Please, just do it. Boom! And here I am like, God, why is that person not sad? And I'm over here crying, and I'm at rock bottom. I just lost everything. And God's like, you asked me to break your heart and get you out of the situation. And God did that. And it did not feel good because I also had to learn you can't relapse anymore. Now, guess what, Robbie? You're completely on your own. You don't have a backup. You don't have anything to fall back on in case you lose your job from, whatever it is you're getting yourself into by calling into work or whatever it is. You don't have that. You don't have backup income in a home of two other people. You have no choice now, motherfucker. You will stop relapsing or you will be homeless. That was the karma I needed. That's why it was very necessary. What happened, and it was a beautiful thing. At first, I wanted out of this situation, Sarah, because it wasn't real. It was cheating. And I was like, and that was before I got married. So I should have known, but I was optimistic. And the other person, they are a good person. It's just not in a relationship. I don't think either one of us are. I know I'm not. I don't like being tied down to one person. It's very unfair for somebody like myself to be in a relationship because I will cheat on you eventually, especially if you do it first. So yeah, I'm just not meant. I'm a wild pony, or born to run. Don't you know that wild ponies, they don't belong to no one. So baby, run, run, run away. Is that maintenance at my door? Told him to change my light bulb. Hello? Wild ponies, they don't belong to no one. That's Kelly Pickler. Her husband killed himself. You know what I'm looking for in a marriage? A way out. Bingo. Bingo. And that is the beauty. Whoever invented divorce is fucking amazing. I love them. I want to marry them and then divorce them. Stop posting your BS community posts. Wait a minute. Is she posting? The first time he hit her was right after church. He said he was sorry, but it only got worse. She's not the same girl she used to be. He's breaking her spirit, he's fenced in her dreams. Oh, wild ponies are born to run. And don't you know they're wild ponies? That is such a good song. They don't belong to no one. So baby, run. All right, let me see. It's my stalker. Oh my God, no, please, Jesus. Hopefully he doesn't remember exactly what apartment number I'm in. I'll have to put the foot down. Fuck. You don't have to supply your own light bulbs? No, Pink. So, you know, if light bulbs go out, air conditioner, you know, dishwasher, shit like that, you call the hot maintenance man, and they come sweaty. Well, they don't. They come in my fantasy, like CUM, and they come inside of my home, and they fix it for free, you know. So, oh. Oh my God, I love the Dixie Chicks. Something I'm fighting for. I'm not ready to make nice. I'm not ready to back down. Still mad as hell and I don't have time to go around, round and round. It's too late to make it nice. I probably wouldn't if I could. I'm still mad as hell and I don't have time to do what it is you think I should. Wide Open Spaces is one of my favorite ones. There's a bunch of Dixie Chick songs. That is amazing. All right, let me look at her community wall. Is she fucking running that fucking toothless, fucked up mouth? And please, folks, please don't watch her content. If you want any commentary, any synopsis on her content, please go to channels that are just talking about it. And to the channels that are clipping her or giving a analogy or whatever on basically what she spoke about, can you just up the ante on that shit? Don't give her clicks, don't give her views, don't give her donations. This is what she wants. Don't do it. Okay? Don't. Or there's a really cool thing that you can do. Let me see if I could do it on this live stream. Wild ponies. Let me see if I could do it here. You could always do this. I don't think it'll count. Hold on. I don't think it'll count if you click on a video. I don't think it'll count as a view. So if you do this, hold on, stop screen. Let me show you what you can do. Okay. Wait a minute. I shared the other window. Let me do this. Oh, wild ponies, they don't belong to no. How does Wide Open Spaces start again? I forget the beginning. What I'm talking about. Or no, is that red, ready to run? Okay, so what you could do, folks, you don't even just hit pause, because I think it takes 30 seconds to get the whole view. The Spice Boys. That's a good one. I think you got to play it for like 30 seconds for them to get a view or whatever, but you could just go here and hit ask. Curious what you're watching. Can you please just summarize the video for me? Here. And basically, it'll just summarize the whole fucking thing for you. You don't even have to watch. Okay? It says, health update. She shares positive news regarding her cardiovascular checkup, blood pressure, all that. Then she gets into the Miss Portland case. It says a significant portion of the stream is dedicated to clarifying facts surrounding her legal case and stalking order. Of course, it's a significant portion. Then she talks about creative hobbies. So all you got to do is hit this nifty little ask button, or you could also go down to transcript. Okay? You could do that as well. Transcript would be under description. You could just go to transcript here. Now I'm guessing she'll turn this feature off so that people are forced to listen to her. That's bullshit. Okay? Fucking just go to a clip channel or something. You don't have to listen. She is. I agree with that, Pocket Sand. Have you seen the Monopoly Go? Is Simpsons themed? Oh my god, I can't wait. Is there a new theme right now? I gotta check my town. People kept targeting me like hardcore yesterday. It was fucked up. I almost got a stalking order on them because of Monopoly Go. You know, Noodle Mouse seems to search for everyone on YouTube. She posted a siren comment. Yes, she did. And you know, her people do go around. That stupid Irish twin cunt came into my comment section. She's like, you should mind your own business. You could do this, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, hold on. You're telling someone to mind their own business? You're over on my channel telling me what to do. Why don't you mind your fucking business and get back to your boozing at the pub, you little cunt? Sorry about that. You're so cute. Actually, Irish twin, you're not cute. You're about... You're one of the biggest people I've seen on here. And yes, I've seen your picture before. You're about, 500 pounds or so? Yeah, you're a big bitch. You're a huge bitch. All right, let me see. What I'm talking about. That's gonna bug me now. Hold on, while I'm pulling this up. I gotta hear the beginning of this song. I know the chorus. Wide open spaces. I was right. You know what I'm talking about. Who doesn't know what I'm talking about? Okay. She has such a beautiful voice. Love of their own. In the clouds, stone. Follow. Sing it, bitch. Out west. Holds for her. She hasn't yet. Guess she needs wide open spaces. Underneath a big mistake. She needs huge places. 'Cause that's a huge bitch. That's a huge ass bitch now. Alright, as a child. Okay. Sorry. Her cat is adorable, I will say that. She made her cat a pride bracelet. Just come out of the closet already, you fucking weirdo. Oh, okay. Okay. So, and by the way, wasn't this in my chat? What's she doing stalking my chat? God, I feel like I need to get a stalking order. I do too, Patty. Older country is good. Like old Shania Twain. I'm sorry if you've heard Shania Twain's new song. It's not good. Old Rosie or whatever. It's just, it's not. It's like her voice is straining in it and it's not. And I know she had tics or whatever, Lyme disease, and it affected her voice, but it just, I like old Shania. Am I dreaming? Stupid boy, been hit by Cupid, and no one needs to know right now. I got my heart set, my feet wet, and he don't even know it, and no one needs to know right now. I'm not alone. Only. Okay, for people who, this was 5 hours ago, by the way. For people, am I sharing the screen? Yes. For people who supposedly want her to not be triggered, you sure are trying hardest to do so. She's talking about Mrs. Portland. Hold on, let me turn down my background noise, or I'm just gonna be really fucking loud in your ear now, screaming. I'm gonna do automatically adjust mic volume too, see if that helps. Okay. What? Like, Noodle Mouse, you're the only one fucking doing it. Why? You can't drop it. She says, why can't you all just drop it? Okay, let me explain to you how something works on the internet. When you speak about something publicly, there's commentary. People are going to have commentary. I'm one of them, and there's many other people who are going to do commentary on it. If you want people to drop that commentary, then don't provide them with content to give commentary on if you want to keep it dropped. Shania waned? What is this? Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, that's cute. The Monopoly. Okay, I gotta get on my Monopoly board here soon. Ooh, Bonnie Raitt. Wait, she sings Let's Get On Something to Talk About. Exactly, Red Met Flex. That's all she fucking talks about. She's talking about her here. 5 hours ago, she's talking about Miss Portland again. She's blaming it on other people that she doesn't have self-control to keep her mouth shut about it. She's blaming everyone else. No, you can not talk about it. Can you do that? She said, of course her lawyer said this. It's her lawyer. He's going on the lies she told him, and how do we know that? Well, what about the lies you told your lawyer? I guess it takes one to know one, huh, Noodle? You must know how easy it is to lie to lawyers to think that somebody else is doing the same thing, now don't you? She says, number one, he showed not one piece of evidence of me contacting her or her manager or me doing anything because I didn't. I defended myself in her lies and showed her threats, which is completely allowed. You do understand that her lawyer suggested she take the plea deal of guilty, right? Do you know why that is, you dumb motherfucker? Noodle Mash, of course your lawyer is going to do that because if they say, I suggest you take this plea deal because it means you've already served your time, you're not going to go to jail, you're not going to be on probation, this is an amazing deal. I suggest you take it. That is why he said that, you fucking idiot. He didn't say it like, oh, you're guilty, you better take it. No. He's like, dude, this is a good deal. That's what you do, is you take a damn good plea deal. You're like, okay, I'm not going to have to serve any time. No probate. This is an amazing plea deal. Of course I'm going to take it. And of course your lawyer is going to encourage you to do that. Can you live stream? I don't know what would work. That would be fun. That would be fun. By the way, Noodle Mash, your $200 offer to take a link has officially expired. Oh, are you guys offering her? She'll never fucking take a link. I'll drop it again. I'll drop it again, but you're not getting any more. You're not getting money now, I guess. They were going to pay you to take a link, Noodle. That's usually like a fucking dog bone. Like, come here, little fatty, fatty, fatty. So after her lawyer said that, she lied to the judge. The judge clearly reminded everyone that she was there because of her actions. Not once did the judge say I was any kind of fault. And why is that? Was it possibly maybe the judge didn't hear this? After you got a fucking restraining order on her, the judge didn't fucking hear this, maybe?
Way back, what, April 2 or 3 years ago? That poor child ended up he had to be on a ventilator and stuff.
Did they
and
not hear this?
Went to and her dumbass.
The judge not hear this?
Her dumbass pictures of him and posted it trying to get money. Somebody, and I swear on all that's holy and my whole family.
Now, this is one of many fucking times you've poked targeted, taunted, and spoke about Miss Portland, got her riled up, knowing it's going to hurt her feelings, and she can't say shit in return. This is one. You're calling the person you're terrified of a fucking dumbass, talking about her child and all this shit to piss her off. And this is after you got the stalking order. So I don't give a fuck if the judge said you did something wrong or not. You did do something wrong. You just hid it from the judge and from your attorney. There's no other fucking reason why you would hide all of your content on your channel, honey. Other than you know you're in the wrong. If what you stand by, if you truly stand by the truth that you put on your channel about your history with Miss Portland or any experience, any factual information, then you would have left it up. You wouldn't have taken it down. It was about what Miss P did. She had to file for another hearing to modify the order, 2 separate issues. Your history on the internet, I mean, you may hide it from a judge and just tell them whatever you want to, but that doesn't take out of reality the facts of people who've witnessed you taunting Mrs. Portland repeatedly. I don't care how nice you sound when you taunt her. I don't care how much of that victim voice you use. You're the problem. You initiate every single interaction with her, every single one, and you poke. Anyways, you're at fault. You are at fault. You just, the attorney and the lawyer and all of them, they don't know that because they have, first of all, they have bigger and better things to do. But based on what you've told them and your bullshit narrative you've pushed with them and manipulation, yeah, of course they think you're in the right. But I guarantee if they would have seen every single live stream you've done on Miss Portland, every time you fucking called her names, you've poked at her, you've told her to fuck around and find out, you've told her you're going to own her ass legally, you've told her you've won 50 million times. This is all you taunting and poking. I promise you, if this judge would have seen your behavior online, Noodle, before you hit it, or it would have been brought into court, the judge would have looked at you and said, ma'am, what are you doing? What are you doing? Your victim statement is saying that you're trying to escape this woman and you're terrified. Why is your entire existence and the people you hang out with just a group of women that is basically an anti-Mrs. Portland cult? Why are you doing this? You are not innocent. You are not a victim. You are poking this woman. No wonder she's fucking said the shit she said. Now I'm just imagining that's what the judge would have said. Or any logical thinking person says. She said, because it doesn't matter what I talk about on my channel, it is her responsibility to not watch me. Well, then it's also your responsibility not to follow her every channel she creates, Noodle. If you're afraid of her, it's your responsibility to stay away from her. This is the internet. You're going to run into her. Anytime Miss Portland had a new channel, who's the first fucking person to follow her and know about it? That would be you, Noodle Mash, the person who follows and stalks Mrs. Portland online. That would be you. It is your responsibility, Noodle Mash, since you're saying, well, I wouldn't have to talk about the case if people didn't bring it up or they didn't commentate. Well, we are allowed to commentate. We are allowed to do that. It is public opinion on public matter. And if you don't have enough self-control to control your emotions, your anger towards Miss Portland, to keep your mouth shut, to supposedly keep your family protected, which you guys, we all know that's bullshit. We've seen her go at Mrs. Portland many times. We've seen her even say out of her own mouth, she's not afraid of Mrs. Portland. She's afraid of the outcome of what others will do because of Mrs. Portland. So she's not even actually scared of Miss Portland herself. She said that with her own mouth. Okay? So if you were actually scared, you would have enough self-control. Actually, it wouldn't even require self-control. Anybody who's scared doesn't need self-control to not provoke the person they're scared of. So you need self-control to fucking maybe get a fucking life and find other ways of making money, because I think the money's running out here. I think you know that, Noodle. You know the views with the whole Miss Portland shit is going down. People see through your bullshit. People have left your channel. People don't want to hear you fucking talking about this. So you're terrified people are going to forget who you are if you stop talking about Mrs. Portland. And that is factual. You could test my theory if you want and stop talking about Miss Portland, and I guarantee you people are going to forget who you are, Noodle Mash, because you're nobody without Mrs. Portland, and you know that. And people are getting tired of it. I mean, you're not really somebody with her anymore because people really are tired of the nonsense and the victimization and all the bullshit because they see right through it. That's why you've noticed your donations have gone down, Noodle Mash. Your likes have gone down, your subscriber count's gone down, and your views have gone down. Now, I'm normally not a numbers person because I don't do that. But when it comes to paying attention to someone's character and when people tune out, that's when I pay attention. And that's when you should pay attention. And I think you're mad and you're angry that people really are seeing you for who you are. And they're just not giving you money anymore. They're not supporting you because they're sick of your shit. And they see that you're the problem. So anyways, that was her responding to Siren's comment in my chat saying Mrs. P's attorney did say that it was not as one-sided as Noodle would have them believe. And so she says, it does not matter what I talk about on my channel. It's her responsibility to not watch me. It's her responsibility to control herself. She violated it. I report it. She spent 7 days in jail for it. And the state of Oregon and myself, here she goes using that word again, folks. The state of Oregon and myself won because she was guilty. End of story. I suggest you all get over it and move on before you cause her more legal issues. Ma'am, there is nobody going to be causing Mrs. Portland legal issues by speaking of something that you brought to the internet. This is public opinion of your nonsense. Oh my God, did he really? Lufus says, I love that her husband had to admit in court that he can't protect Noodle Mash against a woman on a scooter. What a pussy. Ugh. Her algorithm will take a hit as well. Yeah. She's terrified to be forgotten, but I'd rather, if I were somebody like you and the reputation you have, I would want to be forgotten because you're just known as a lying, grifting, manipulating person who victimizes themselves out here and abuses a mentally disabled woman. Oh my God. So Pink says, somebody proposed a question. Who would you choose at gunpoint to sleep with? Mrs. P or Mr. Noodle? I would sleep with Mrs. Portland. Hands down. It's not her hubby, that's her pussy. The judge asked him that? Wow. Yeah, so, I mean, my suggestion, I think this woman needs to be starved of the attention and just analyze the video through AI, have them explain it to you, read the transcript if you're interested, because that's what I've been doing. That way the click isn't there, the view isn't there, you're not subscribed, you're not giving her what she wants, or just go over to a channel that's giving you, you know, they're just analyzing and giving a summary of what she's talking about. And a matter of fact, where's Extinct Tube or the people that actually can follow, follow Noodle Mash's nonsense day to day? If we could have like an update channel on that and don't use her clips because she'll strike you, and just give people a summary. Can somebody please do that? Can somebody do that on their channel where they just go and maybe they copy and paste the AI summary or the transcript? That way people can see for themselves without giving this hideous, evil, manipulating woman a view or even pop them into their algorithm. Can somebody do that? It's very easy to do. You just go over, analyze it, hit summary. It'll summarize it. You click the summary, copy and paste it, and put it on a community post or a video. Bada bing, bada boom. She loses the attention to view and what she's been doing for years using Mrs. Portland. I do get around too much. Mr. P is a hunk in this chat. Oh, wait. Oh, the Misters. Oh, I would definitely fuck Mr. P. Yeah. Or Mrs. P over that. Have you seen Vlad? He looks like who is that Dracula guy in the Monsters? Was it the Adam? Yeah, it was the Monsters TV show. And he also looks like the killer from Saw. He looks very sick. Well, I guess he is, but nobody's taking him to the doctor. Monsters TV show. Who's the character? Oh, is it Grandpa? Yeah, he looks like him, Grandpa. This guy. Him. See? Grandpa from the Monsters. Reviews are so low that Noodle Mash owes YouTube. I do get around. No, none taken. Oofa, none taken. Seriously though, step up your game. Troll channels or channels that are that really want to make a difference, and hopefully force this woman to stop poking and prodding, and just not even click on her channel. Okay, well, I mean the channel I click on, but I just go to analyze. I don't, and I'll hit pause so it doesn't give her the view, and then boom, there it is. When she's live, don't click on to listen. Wait until the fucking summary is done. Don't. Because that's what fuels her tank. That is what fuels her anger and her hatred. Not only do you suck, but so does your hubby. I'm going to pull a card for this situation. You just lose interest. I know. But look, I mean, it's super easy, guys. Whoever's going to do it, here, let me give you a little tutorial real quick. So all you got to do is go over here, go to one of her lives. I'll click on this one.
That was
so
did my thing fall over
click
here?
on that, pause immediately. So it's not giving the view. And then I'm going to go here to ask. Do you see this button down here? Or you could just go to transcript. But ask is going to give you a shorter analogy of the video. And then up here, it's going to say summarize video. It can answer any questions you want about the video. You could even ask it a question, but just say summarize video. Now it's going to go ahead and summarize the video for me. And then I'm just going to do this. I'm going to copy the summary of the fucking video. It's even going to give you timestamps, folks, of what she was speaking about at what time. And then bada bing, bada boom, you go and you post that shit. There you go. Copy and pasting. Saving people the trouble, saving her ego growing and thinking that this is going to be okay. This is our version of a restraining order. You know? It's our version. You hear enough without having to watch her? Yeah, in Dory, it'll give you a little summary. You know, that the avatar does not look like. It's wishful thinking. So I'm going to pull a card based on the situation with Noodle and Mrs. Portland. And the card I pulled is the debt has been paid. Yes, it has. The old weight of habit of debt is lifted from you and your life. So Mrs. Portland, you win. And spirit is on your side, honey. Your debt has been paid. You did your time. Just don't fucking engage with this bitch. I know she's poking and prodding, and that's why I'm saying to people, don't give her attention, because eventually that's going to come around and Miss Portland's going to hear what she's talking about, and it's going to upset her. So to save Miss Portland the hassle, don't put this bitch in your algorithms. Don't feed the beast. Miss P did win. Noodle Mash said one of the main things she was going for in that court hearing was she was going to make sure that Miss Portland is banned from the internet. Well, you lost. You lost, Noodle Mash. Not only did you lose that, but you also wanted Miss Portland to be on probation. You wanted her to serve time. You lost. She already served her time. You lost. Okay? And again, this is not a competition, but bragging. You guys ever see the movie Cape Fear? Or what's that movie with Sigourney Weaver where she's being stalked by that copycat, by that serial killer? Did you see any of those motherfuckers in the movie Cape Fear? taunting. What was it? Who was the killer in that? It wasn't Al Pacino, was it? It was oh fuck. He plays in the Fockers. The Fockers. What is his name? Well, they didn't taunt the stalker in that movie. By the way, they're making a remake of that with Amy Adams. I'm really excited to see it. It looks so good. Cape Fear. It had Juliette Lewis in it. Robert De Niro. Thank you. Thank you, Lulu. They didn't taunt Robert De Niro, okay? They're not out here calling Robert De Niro a dumbass, fucking saying that they won. Can you imagine if those people in Cape Fear said that they won? And Robert De Niro heard it and they're online like, bitch, we won, we won, we won. Robert De Niro would cling on to the bottom of their car and follow them all the way to Cape fucking Cod, motherfuckers. That's what the fuck he would do. Could you see Ms. Portland hanging on to the bottom of the car like Robert De Niro? No, you're not going to taunt somebody like that. You're not going to say you won, because when you're scared of somebody, that's not a competition. That is, you are so pathetic by even saying that. People see right through you. They see that this is a competition to you. I'm proud of Mrs. P for going silent. I am too. I hate it for her, but I'm so glad she did it and now knows she accomplished that hurdle. Well, and you know what, Kelly? Another thing that, you know, how Noodle Mash is saying, by you guys continuing, you're just going to get her in more legal trouble. No, bitch. You taunting and people doing public commentary, you know that's going to come around to her, and you know that eventually she would get riled up or hurt, or she might make a video or speak her opinion or something like that. That's what you're wanting. Okay, but she has enough self-control, way more self-control, so she wins in that category too. She has enough self-control to not come on here and talk about you, but you don't. You talk about her all the time. Regardless, yeah, we have opinions. Why don't you stick to your guns? Don't talk about her. She's not talking about you, but you can't fucking do that. Noodle Mash. That's why people need to start tuning her out, draining her of the views, the attention, boycott the bitch. Don't fucking listen. Just have one channel pay attention to what she's saying and do summaries on what she's saying and show her we are not going to tolerate this. You are not okay. Oh, can you send that to me real quick? Welcome back, Tiffany. As I'm losing my voice, Tiffany's like, can you repeat all that? Hell no, bro. I do feel like I'm kind of losing my voice because I've kind of been shouting. I think I always shout when I speak. You have more rights than you may think. Yeah, she wants people to get Miss P going. And that's why she says you're going to create more. Listen, bitch, there is no legal trouble for Mrs. Portland if the public is commenting on your public behavior. You're the one that comes out here and says, I could talk about Miss P all day. She doesn't have a stalking order on me. I have one on her. Well, we can talk about you all day because you come out here talking about your public fucking stalking order, and we don't have one on you and you don't have one on us, so we're allowed to fucking talk about it. If we're going by your fucking logic or anyone's fucking logic, yeah, we're allowed to talk about it, and so is anyone else. We are not being told to come out here. I am speaking from my own observation of what a fucking problem you are, Noodle. God help her, God doesn't like liars and going after disabled people. That's right. And you know what? Vengeance is mine, says the Lord. And that's why I salute Mrs. Portland for just going silent and trusting in God. And no, that's not to spite Noodle Mash, because we don't want God to like strike her with lightning or anything like that. I mean, yeah, maybe flick a couple of the rest of her teeth out or whatever. You know, whatever it is to be effective, to show her, God, what you're doing is not okay. And God, putting roadblocks there, you know, I'm just going to say this prayer out loud. I pray that you put roadblocks all around Noodle Mash from all the evil steps she plans to take towards people or any of her enemies to hurt them and offend them. And I pray that you just put a cement median in the way, and don't let her get any further in her vehicle that she drives around full of manipulation, evil, and spreading hatred and pain and abuse to people, God. And can you please stop that car and block her in and let her get pulled over by a police officer and finally caught for the irresponsible driving that she's been doing around these YouTube streets, God, and to people in their real life. And show her this is unacceptable, and I see what you're doing. I pray that you do that, God, in Jesus' name, amen. I would like to warn everyone about the overuse of Advil. Please be safe. Your blood pressure can go up. Okay, class, your blood pressure can go up, especially if you're a fucking heifer. So you want to stay away from stuff like that. Okay, be careful. Yeah. How does it feel, Scotty, that you no longer are allowed with the cool kids? That is cool. I mean, I don't like cliques or groups or group mentality, but there's a bunch of cool, very beautiful people, you know, on this side of history, if you will. Okay, all you got over there on that side of history. Oh my God. Hold on a minute. Who posted that video this morning? It was so fucking funny. Was that you, Lufa? Had Amy's face as a whale. Was that your channel? Hold on a minute. Or was it AJ's? I think it was Lufa's. Hold on. King Tula. I'm in another screen. So yes, it was. Hold on a minute. And what the fuck is she talking about here, by the way? This bitch has showed so many people's private chats. What the fuck is she talking about? All right, look at this. This is Lufa's video. Here's the link to it. Hold on. Copy. There's the link to King Tula's video, and this is what she made this morning. This is one of the first things I saw when I opened my YouTube, and I didn't do my stretches yet, so my stomach was like hurting from laughing.
While you're trying to do this. So, you know, my mama always told me silence is golden.
And you didn't listen, bitch.
Yes. And it is golden. And you want to know what I have found out?
What?
Especially when it crosses.
Hold on, let's hear that again. Lufa just said, you're right. She's never fucking silent. Her mom taught her that silence is golden, and then here comes Lufa's voice. You didn't listen, bitch.
So, you know, my mama always told me silence is golden.
And you didn't listen, bitch.
Yes. And it is golden. And you want to know what I have found out?
What?
Especially when it crosses borders, state borders.
Uh-huh.
It is a federal felony. Show private messages and screenshots for harassment, or to have people attack you, or anything like that.
Then I guess you're fucking going to jail, whale. You're going to jail, whale. Can somebody make an AI song? We're all going to jail, says the whale. We're all going to jail, says the whale. The big fat whale.
Really? Even the stump sitting next to you doesn't believe you. Are you kidding? Everybody does that. Retro does that. Scotty does that. Noodle Mash does that. You guys do that. So you're all going to jail.
She is the dumbest woman in the world.
Oh my God, that was like a pet Discovery Channel music, and that she's the dumbest whale in the world. She is so stupid, though. I mean, come on. What about all the digging she does to be vindictive on people? Amy, shut the fuck. You make yourself look stupid every time you open your mouth. And if silence is golden, then shut your fucking bronze mouth. Oh, hey, Bear. How we doing? Oh, were you taking a nap? Your eyes look sleepy, like you're just waking up from a nap, because Daddy's being loud. Hi, baby. Come here, cute. Oh, he's going to wiggle his butt before he attacks. Watch, he's going to wiggle his butt. Ooh, he's going to pounce. See those eyes? It's like a mountain lion. Come on, kitty. Look at those eyes glowing. Baron? He's taking too long to pounce. Oh, play. I mean, not only was that a funny video, Lufa, but I mean, it was factual. Amy does all of those things. What the hell is she even talking about? Okay, where's Tiffany's video? Is it a new video? Nightmare Fuel. Oh! Damn, you waited to pounce for a while, didn't you, bro? Shit. Oh, you sent it to me. Okay, let me go over to... Hold on. When it goes to Messenger, I have to pull up Facebook, which, by the way, Facebook takes forever to load on any device. So annoying. It's beginning to run slow like MySpace runs. Have you ever tried to go over to MySpace in the recent years? One page takes like 20 minutes to load. I'm like, yeah, fuck that. Oh my God. Hold on. Before I play her video, look at the first thing that popped up. One of the most beautiful and funny and entertaining men in the world. Jake Jones. He's so hot. He's hot because he's funny, but he's also just naturally fucking gorgeous. Okay. Anyways, go over here. Baron is upping his sneak attacks. He really is. Okay, Messenger. I have a question. Does Nikki have access to the Baron cam again? I don't think I sent it to her yet. Oh, really divergent. Okay, let's go over here. Tiffany. Okay. Oh, it's a post? It's a video. Okay. Oh my God, okay. Okay, hold on. Okay, you guys ready? Let me share the screen. Stop screen. Got it, Tiff. I got it. Okay, here it is. Ew. Amy's eyes are just fine. So let me explain. Let me set this up for you guys if you didn't see. So Joe is obsessed with like the small, younger version of himself for some reason. I don't know what it is. Calling himself Baby Jojo. He's obsessed with showing pictures of himself as a child, which is very strange. Maybe he doesn't like who he is now, so he's jealous of like how, I don't know, his older self. I don't know what it is, but he's obsessed with his younger self. So he puts up a picture of himself, and it really does. He has an ugly, weird shape and face like Iva does. And Amy's like, is that Iva? So anyways, here it is.
After all of these years, is this guy asking her about, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just don't think anyone's sex life belongs on YouTube.
Who cares about people's sex life? Look at that face, Amy.
Okay, so that's his dad, which I'm guessing this was like an arcade photo or something where you sit in the booth together, unless his dad was just like fucking his dad kind of looks like John Wayne Gacy a little bit. But anyways.
Oh, is that Iva?
That's me.
Oh.
He does look like a little girl, actually. Is that Iva?
That's Baby Jojo.
I'm going blind. I'm going blind, really, for real.
No, you're not going blind. That's an excuse, because it does look like Iva. It really fucking does.
You know what's freaky, Amy?
Yeah. That was a great catch, Tiff. That was funny. Oh. Baron, no. No. Get down. Come on, get down. Come on. He wants me to get off streaming. I've been on too long. So he's trans. Look at those beautiful eyes. I love you. Thank you for the kisses. Love you. He's so cute. He's so soft. And then there's those teeth. Baron, you stop that. Daddy, get off in just a minute, okay? We'll go shower. He loves to steam while I'm showering. He really is a cuddly kitty. He really is. He's just still a little boy. He likes to play. Huh. See, that's what little boys do. So precious. Bro's dad looks like the clowns you squirt water at the carnivals. That's why I'm saying John Wayne Gacy. Wasn't he like a killer clown? His dad looks mentally unstable. I mean, that could explain a lot. I don't know. But you need an emotional support dog. Maybe Iva is Granny Fanny. No, Iva's just a fucking nut job. The nerve of Amy. Silence is golden. Then bitch, shut the fuck up. Been running that huge fucking mouth for God knows how long. And then Lufa in the background, she's like, and you didn't fucking listen. But you ain't wrong, you know? You ain't wrong, Lufa. Anyways, I think that's all I wanted to cover. I mean, I just wanted to call out the hypocrisy because, I mean, you guys haven't seen Ms. Portland on here. All you've seen is Noodle Mash. And this is all she does. And she continues to use this. This is, she holds up her stalking order like it's a trophy. And that's not what it's used for. She doesn't even really use it as a weapon. It's literally a trophy. It's an award for her. He does look like John Wayne Gacy, huh? He does. John Wayne Gacy and Iva. So, we get it. You have a trophy. You won. But nobody in reality thinks that you won anything. Because you did not, Noodle Mash. Do you guys hear the fuzz? Baron's so used to the fire alarms and the fucking police. Because I live on an extremely busy street. Like, we're not like in the heart of downtown, but we're downtown Denver. So there's like fire trucks, and this is like the main road that they use it for because it's a busy fucking road. Just pulling out of my parking garage, sometimes I have to wait 5 minutes just to get through the light right outside my house. But there's always fire trucks, ambulance, police, like every 5 fucking minutes. If she calls you, what advice would you give her? Are you talking about if Noodle Mash called me? She passed more revenge porn and private information from her pacer pulls than anyone. Oh, yeah. I mean, Amy pulls up, if it's porn, if it's nudes on somebody, if it's someone's personal information, their medical records, their bankruptcy, Amy pulls all of that. That doesn't sound like silence is golden, Amy, because silence also means keeping your fat fingers off those search engines trying to pull up information on everybody. You cow. Oh, if Amy ever tried anything legal, absolutely she would be in prison because there's a lot of shit she's done, specifically to me, that if that bitch ever tried it. That's why when she called the cops on me years ago, I was like, are you aware she's doing this, 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 and this? And he's like, oh, well, no, she just told me and asked to call. She sounded very concerned and very scared and upset that you're defaming her online. I'm like, go look at this channel. And I gave him Granny Fanny's channel of Amy and him. I said, you'll see why she gets responses. And then I was like, am I doing anything illegal? And he was like, well, no. I said, well, then what are we still doing on the phone? Go check out that channel and have a lovely day. But yeah, Amy fucking calls the police on everything. She's a fucking idiot. Cow. And then first of all, before I go, you've got Scotty saying that the reason she was recently in the hospital is because of Tiffany and Nikki. But Scotty's fucking making posts and taunting every fucking day. Then you've got Amy saying I was the reason she was recently in the hospital. Can you cows not control your cholesterol to the point where your blood pressure goes up every time you speak our fucking names? Get your own fucking health under control. That's a you problem. And then maybe somebody might fuck yous, as Doja Cat would say. Have a good day, Anitra. God bless you. Play with my pussy, but don't play with my emotions. If you spend some money, then maybe I just might fuck you. Got a whole lot of cash and put shit in slow motion. Got a whole lot of cash and nigga, you know I want it. Yeah. Anyways. We will play this to end. Anyways, again, if people can please summarize Noodle's videos, save everybody the click, the view, all of that, you would be doing a service in this community. Scotty's going after Brittany J for what? Jesus Christ. Calm down, Scotty. Your blood pressure is going to go up again. My God. Bullshit. Bullshit. Anyways, guys, I'm going to go. I'm going to do some laundry and enjoy my evening. I've been getting really good rest since I stopped vaping again, so that's just motivation to continue not vaping, and I really don't miss it. I'm going to put on my patch. See, I haven't even put on my patch yet today. I'm telling you, if you quit vaping, wake up, don't vape or anything, throw it away, and then when you start to crave nicotine, don't put the patch on right away, because then it'll just feel normal. You got to wait until you start craving the vape, then slap the patch on. You won't think of vaping the rest of the day. When I have the patch on, I don't want to vape. I don't give a fuck about it. I don't crave it. Nothing. I'll come be your big ladle and catch all that liquids coming up out of that belt. What your deal? Love you, Kim. Kim, I'm almost done. Let me show you how much donuts I have left. And then I'm going to fucking run so many miles. So my dad had, I think, a donut yesterday. Oscar had a few. I have 6 of them left. And I've literally ate all the other ones. I think Oscar only had 2 donuts. My dad only had 1. And I've ate all the fucking rest of them. That was a lot of donuts, but they are delicious, so thank you. And they're still soft, by the way, too. I was going to freeze the rest, but no, I'm going to eat them. 2 years in July since I gave up smoking, no vape, and I just had them lozengers for the first week. You know what? I love those lozengers, Rachel. They work really good, but they give me the hiccups. Certain brands don't, but most of them, they give me the hiccups really bad. And I haven't got the hiccups since I was a teenager, and until I started using those lozengers. And I do have some of the lozengers. Baron actually did try to get into the donuts. That's why they're in the microwave now, in a box. Because Baron did try, but chocolate is not good for kitties. So, thank you so much, Kim. No, it really is. They're so delicious. I've never had Voodoo Donuts before then. I'm going to start getting them more often. So, all right, guys. That's my opinion. If you have a problem with it, Noodle, you could have enough self-control not to listen or not to react to the clips people send you of me speaking my opinion on your bullshit, manipulative case that you have had for years when you can't stop poking. So, I really do hope people listen, though, and don't fucking click on her shit, because that's what she wants. Don't even do it when she stops talking about Miss Portland, because she's already abused this platform enough. Fuck it. Fuck it. Anyways, guys, I hope you have a beautiful day. I'm going to go do a face mask, and I'm going to wash my dick and my balls, my pussy and my crack.
Hey, from the chaos corner of the internet, it's Save Robbie! Save Robbie! I wake up late with coffee and drama. Half therapy session, half baby mama. 1 minute laughing, next minute I'm done. Gemini energy, yeah, I'm both in one. I overshare, I disappear, then come back live like what I miss here. Got a big mouth, big heart, big flaws, but I still show up through all the applause. I'm chaos wrapped in glitter and pain, sunshine mixed with a hurricane. Love me now or hate me tonight, either way, bitch, I'm going live. Save Robbie, save my soul, too loud to fit inside your mold. I joke around but don't push me, sweet 1 second then ugly. Give me love, give me grace, give me one more damn mistake. I'm a mess, but at least I'm real. Fuck around and find out how I feel. I ain't perfect, I never said that. Sometimes I spiral, sometimes clap back. I'll cry online, then laugh 5 minutes later. That's the price when your brain moves greater. Friends today, enemies tonight, but tomorrow hard, we might reunite. I forgive too much, then snap real fast. That Gemini switch hits hard and last. Second chances, I hand them out free. Till you mistake my kindness for weak. I love hard, but I fight harder. Main character with emotional armor. This channel ain't polished, this shit is raw. No fake persona, no filter at all. You either get me or you don't, babe. But the views keep coming, so okay. Save Robbie, Chaos King. Oversharing everything. Laugh with me or slam that door. I'll still come back, wanting more. Give me love, don't judge me. I'm everybody's cup of tea. A little unstable, a little divine. Fuck around and find out every time. Like, subscribe, or don't, I'm still gonna talk.
No chance, no